Buenas, my name is Cesar Bravo Wolf, he, él pronouns, and I'm a clinical social worker in the state of Minnesota. I'm currently Associate Director of the Partnership to End Addiction, which has a national helpline for family members who have a loved one struggling with substance use.
Hi, my name is Marilyn Tampilo. My pronouns are she, her, and ella, and I am a pediatric psychologist at Cleveland Clinic Children's in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm also the Health, Equity, and Social Justice Lead for the Center of Pediatric Behavioral Health at Cleveland Clinic Children's. I am a proud Asian and Latina first-generation scholar, and I'm also a very proud graduate of the 2020 cohort of the National Hispanic and Latino Executive Leadership and Fellowship Program.
Hello, my name is Mateo Ortega. My pronouns are he, him, his. I live here in Las Cruces, New Mexico, where I'm a senior director at Families and Youth Innovations Plus. I'm proud to be born and raised here in the Mesilla Valley, where my father's people have been living for generations upon generations, and where I've been a social worker for a number of years. And I'm thrilled to be a part of the 2023 cohort for the National Hispanic and Latino Executive Leadership Program.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Alarcon. I use she, ella pronouns. I am the supervisor of staff for an outpatient therapy team with Community Reach Center located in the northern metro Denver area of the beautiful state of Colorado. I am part of the 2023 cohort, and I identify as a Latina with mixed heritage. My dad is Mexican and my mom is Peruvian.
When I think back about what were some of the memorable experiences or moments for me as part of the fellowship, it starts with friendships and networking, right? The relationships that I was able to build. Even now, I think about like how great it's been to run into some of these people at conferences, to be invited to speak at their agencies, and to learn about how they're leading and innovating in this space of substance use and behavioral health. Because I was able to bring some of that back to my organization, right? What are the outreach strategies that are working? What are the marketing barriers that they're facing? Because at the end of the day, somos una comunidad, we're one community. And even though we're each in a little corner of the world, of the US, there's a lot that we can learn from each other. And that's definitely one of the most memorable things I took away.
I can't say enough good things about the fellowship program. Being in community with so many like-minded individuals, with individuals who look like me, who shared my values and wanted to catalyze change in behavioral health to promote equity for underrepresented and marginalized groups, was a very unique experience for me. I had never been in community with individuals like that before, and it was both inspiring and empowering for myself as an individual, and I think for my work. One of the biggest highlights was being in that community. I've actually built really strong relationships with several cohort members. I still go to them when I need feedback on things that I'm doing or when I need to think through some behavioral health equity initiatives. They are not only my friends, but they've become familia as well. And so that's been a really big highlight. The other big highlight was just really learning about how to develop leadership in behavioral health equity, how to become an aspiring leader, and also to recognize that I had leadership qualities already that I really wasn't tapping into or leveraging. And so just really seeing myself as a leader through this program was a benefit and an eye-opener for me.
One of the things I love most about being a part of this fellowship and this cohort is being able to learn from other people and to experience other people's points of view and perspective, and to learn from their experience and wisdom. Living here in southern New Mexico and having been born and raised here is often challenging because of our lack of resources and exposure to some of the more cutting edge and current practices and frameworks out there. And so being a part of this fellowship has been really capacity building for me and very enlightening. Another experience I've really come to appreciate is my time with my mentor, Dr. Moya, who is a professor at the University of Texas, El Paso, which is coincidentally in our backyard and about 30 minutes away if I were to drive down there from Las Cruces. It's been really great having somebody who gets my culture and the culture of my community. And so I love that Dr. Moya can provide perspective and coaching, but through the cultural lens of understanding the community that I work with. She's also been just very motivating and inspiring just to hear what she does and the ways that she has contributed to behavioral health for the Latino and Chicano communities.
Something that I have gained from the fellowship thus far has been community. I have just been craving for an opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals, people with a lived experience of being part of the Hispanic Latinx heritage, and getting to talk about what are we going to do for our communities, nuestras comunidades, to make sure that they get the best behavioral health care access and services possible. I have so appreciated the camaraderie with peers and with the teaching staff thus far, and the mentorship. It's a great combination of education and connection.
The second thing I think about is it really gave me a space to think about and develop and reflect on my supervision skill, my leadership style, because I got to see how other people navigate their organizations. How do other people advocate and bring up issues relating to diversity, equity, and inclusion and belonging in their workspace? We know that sometimes we have to sell people on why these things matter, right? Why is it important that nothing happens about us without us, right? And being able to see those real life examples, I think was very valuable for me. It also provided a space where I could practice some of the skills that I think are important for this type of work, which include communication and presentation. Brevity is definitely a leadership skill, and we were tasked with providing really brief presentations to the group and get feedback, right? Real life feedback on it. So I really appreciated those experiences. Again, the networking, the reflecting on my supervision style and leadership style, and improving my communication.
I really enjoyed this program, and I think it's done a lot of things for my career. I've been able to take the learnings from this program and really apply them to my work. And I think it has really benefited my work in terms of the quality and in terms of how comprehensive my work has become. I've used a lot of the skills that I learned in my presentations. I've used it to network with other leaders in behavioral health equity. And it's really, I think, put me a step above and really sort of helped me move my career forward in a way that wasn't really possible prior to the program. The other thing that I really enjoyed about the program was really just the individuals who came to speak with us and provide content for our program, including Professor Daniel Dawes. He delivered our graduation keynote, and it was just an inspiring talk. And so to be able to have individuals like Professor Dawes, among our other speakers, come and speak with us and really give us, on the ground, firsthand information and knowledge about their experience in promoting equity was really invaluable.
One of the things I'm looking to really gain most out of this fellowship, and I can say with all honesty, I'm starting to already acquire it, is the necessary confidence that I need to brave forward in the trajectory of my career. I have some mental blocks related to growing up with a learning disability, and so the thought of embarking on my journey to grad school again is really scary and intimidating, and this fellowship has really allowed me to become more comfortable and at ease in having conversations and in talking and speaking and learning alongside folks with a lot more formal education than I have. So I'm thinking that I'm going to feel a lot more equipped and confident to get back on track with my educational goals at the end of this fellowship. I'm learning things that are fresh and exciting, as well as getting things reinforced and reminded that I've learned before, but just needed a quick little reminder on. It's been a really great experience to learn alongside so many other Chicano and Latino and Hispanic professionals in behavioral health across our great country, and folks that even come from outside of our country and other wonderful parts of the world. This is definitely an experience that I'll never forget and I'll always be grateful for.
What I hope to gain is I want to be able to become a subject matter expert as it relates to the Latinx community. I haven't decided what that quite will be yet, but through the fellowship so far, I've been able to really narrow down my interests. And so far, I think it's going to be about integrated care. And so I feel confident that with that experience, I can help train the therapists, the providers of tomorrow, and to work with larger systems to really instill anti-racist practices that really emphasize diversity, equity, and inclusion.